Sibashish, Pani.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me something about you?
Sir, I have completed my 5 years BA LLB from University Law College in 2019, and I've completed my masters in 2021 from PG Department of Law. I have also completed other curricular activities like moot courts and quiz competitions from various national and state level competitions. And apart from that, I love going to other traveling places like in nearby places. That's all.
And you have done your masters in what?
Business laws.
Business law. Yeah. And you have the hobbies of traveling.
Yes, sir.
So what was the last place you visited?
So last place I visited is a nearby place in my village. It's called Sadhu Sundar Pitha. It's a renowned area in our locality because named after a renowned Sadhu Sundar, and he was including a sadhu. He was also participated in the independence movement, and it was believed in people that he had some strange powers, some godly powers, which he bestowed kindly towards the others.
Any place outside Odisha?
No, sir, it's nearby my village in Cuttack.
No, I'm just asking. Have you visited any place outside Odisha recently?
Yes, I visited at Chhattisgarh, Tirathgarh. It's a waterfall.
Tirathgarh.
Yes.
What is the significance about it?
Tirathgarh, whatever I remember, there was a post which said that Ram in his Vanvas visited through this area, and I also lived there in a nearby cave.
There is another waterfall near Tirathgarh, Chitrakoot. You haven't visited that?
No, sir. I didn't have the time at that moment.
Okay. So apart from studying, visiting, anything else you do?
So I love to play cricket sometimes, and I also apparently got a man of the match in a cricket match also by taking 3 wickets.
That's commendable. So you're a bowler?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me around at least name of 5 hockey players of India.
Sir, Dilip Tirki, Dhyanchand, I don't remember the name, but sir, I think there are 3 other players from Odisha also. Mandeep Singh, I believe, sir, it was the captain, and sir, I may not be able to remember the name. It was I think 2 of them from tribals also. I think from Kul.
Okay, no. Okay, so what were your optional subjects in this examinations?
So my optional subjects were property law, law of crimes, and personal law.
Tell me what is the difference between these 2 words? Okay, testamentary and testate.
I beg your pardon, sir. Can you repeat it again?
Can you explain me what is the difference between these 2 words? One is testamentary, one is intestate.
So testamentary means if a person has died with living and has left a will, that it is called a testamentary. And in intestate means if he has died without leaving any will, so the property will be devolving according to the Hindu Succession Act. And in the test of testamentary, the property will devolve according to the content of the will.
Okay. So have you gone through this word probate?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between a will and a probate?
So probate is a proceeding which is taken in a court to substantiate or validate the will. It is taken in the court to validate that the will which has taken place was correctly made, and the court will prove that whether it was any whether there was any wrong intention or illegally some kind of wrong or illegal methods has been collusive method has been taken to for the will to happen.
Okay. So whether in a testamentary succession, okay,
Yep.
any conditions can be imposed which will affect the perpetuity of the property.
Sir, I don't know, sir. But I guess it won't. There won't be no perpetuity.
Yeah. So can a minor transfer property?
So minor can transfer property, but the contract does not allow him to transfer property. But provided if by his guardian, he can transfer property. Sir.
And what provision says?
I don't remember provisions.
Yeah. So you said about testamentary succession, you said about will. So
Yes.
can you little bit tell me what is the mode of proving a will?
So mode of
How a will can be proved?
so will can be proved. Sir, I don't know. Sir. I don't remember.
Okay. Have you ever heard this word attestation?
Yes, sir.
What is attestation?
So attestation means when two or more individual persons affix their signature in a document by stating that the person who are making a document have put the signature on the document, that they have witnessed it, that the other person these are the contents, and they have seen the person agreeing to that, and they have affixed their signature on that.
So what is the difference between execution and attestation?
So execution, attestation, what I've just said, attestation means to see that the two or more persons will definitely see that the persons to the contract or any deed are affixing the signature in the deed or contract. And execution means when that contract or deed was actually taken into force, or it was actually carried out. That is the execution.
If the attesting witness have died,
Yes, sir.
not available, how to prove a document? How to prove the signature of party who have executed?
Sir, I believe it was in the Evidence Act, but I think 68 around, but I don't remember.
Yes, it is in the Evidence Act. Admittedly, it is in the Evidence Act.
Yes.
Yeah. So then tell me, what is a public document and what is a private document?
So public document, first of all, any government, according to Section 74 of Evidence Act, public document is any document which is made by government to the notification or has made it public, plus which has been registered in the sub-register authority. And there are private documents is documents which are not government documents. All other documents are private documents in Section 75.
Okay, there is a term there that any private document kept in the nature of public. Okay.
So that I said.
What is that?
I
Can you give me an illustration of it or an example of it? Can you give me an example of it? That a private document kept in the nature of public.
So maybe a registered deed, sale deed.
And how it is kept in the nature of public?
So when I register a deed with the other person, I go to the sub-register authority for to be taken down and kept in the public records. So that may be the person.
Okay. So, okay, fine. Can you ask me and can you tell me what is the difference between preemption and preferential right?
Preemption and?
Preferential right.
Sorry, sir, I was unable to hear it. Sir, preemption means if in a property if it's a consolidated land or any property which when a neighbor or any person want to sell, the preemption is a right of preference which the neighbor can exercise by paying the same amount which the person is paying to the third party and get the property. And preferential rights are to have one of the to have a preference than the other co-party in the property, like in a case of mortgage, or in case of mortgage, when a person sells subsequently mortgages one property to more or two or more persons, and in case of return of the money or redemption of property, the preferential right with the first one will get his right of redemption first. So I believe that's the difference.
Yeah. So I'm not going to ask you much more questions, but one last question I want to ask you, and I want to know what you understand of it. Can you define me and the difference between code and act? What is a code and
So,
what is an act? Why it is the civil procedure code and Indian penal code, and why it is like imitation act?
I don't
Why
know.
it is
So,
called act and why it is called code? No idea.
no, sir.
Okay. Thank you.